put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spotlight Over the City. We are live. I'm your host, Stan Long, along with my super duper broke up co-host, the one and only Dana Dayne. Let's give it up for her.
You did not have to say broke up co-host.
Hey. She lived in this joint like Tina. I'm Ike and Tina. Look at Ike and Tina.
But I'm here though. Cane and all, I'm still in the building, dedicated to my partner. That's right.
Hey, I appreciate the dedication. She came in here. I said, what? You sure what you came? Show them what you came in here with, though.
I came with my cane. Fibromyalgia, arthritis, but I'm still here in the building, handling my business. She's in the building. The energy's up. Yeah, I'm good. We're gonna keep it going.
As soon as I find it, we're gonna do the spotlight. We're gonna pop it off.
That's right. Hey, everybody.
We got a special guest today, y'all. Justyn. Let me make sure I'm saying her name right. Take my glasses off for this one. Iman. I had it all screwed up.
You said that? I mean.
Don't do that because you didn't know. Don't act like you knew because you didn't know.
Okay.
Iman. Justyn Iman is in the building. She's a special guest, and she has a film that's debuting this Sunday, actually. We're going to talk about that. We're going to have her on the platform soon. Can't wait to do that. But before that, we have Spotlight News. Let's get right to it. Happy birthday. I'm going to say happy birthday to Jamie Foxx. This is his 50th birthday. He had a big bang in L.A. I heard it was amazing. I didn't get an invite. Did you get an invite?
No, I didn't. Forget him. Forget all of them. Well, real quick, let me interrupt you. Let me say happy birthday to my little brother, Jermaine, my real brother in real life, who turned 37. Happy birthday, Jay.
Is that your brother I be seeing on CNN? And
that's my other brother. Yeah, he's on CNBC.
Yeah.
Both of them are my little brothers because I'm the big sister. But yeah, the youngest one, yeah. I
gotta get my glasses together. I'm getting old.
And you call me old because I have a cane. You can't even see. You coming here walking in and shit. You're old and blind.
Hey, I went to the doctors. It was crazy because my little younger was with me. So he got his little eyes tested. Doctor was like, yeah, he 20/20. Whoop, whoop. I said, yeah, I'm cool. I got this. So I get up in the chair. I look at the chart. He said, read the line, the furthest down you could go. So I go down to the bottom. David said, you screwed that up bad. You don't have not one letter right.
Oh, my goodness.
You didn't get not one letter right on the whole line, right? So basically, I got to go back.
It's okay.
It's the old age thing. Like, once you get in the 40/40 club, shout out to everybody in the 40/40 club. I got me a young guest, so she don't know about the 40/40 club yet, but she'll get there. She keep waking up. She going to be right in there. So shout out to Jamie Foxx. We got a clip. Let me let y'all see how he was doing. Jamie Foxx was partying up. We're going to be right back.
50th birthday party. I know that.
It's not about reality. Homies all standing around just hanging. Some dope dealing, some gangbanging. We trying to roll the week deep. See us in the old gang till we creep. Real slow. And before you
y'all got a taste. We took y'all to the party just for a minute. We back Spotlight. Hey, let me tell you something. That's a party, right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I was over here dancing, bopping my head. That was a party. Mm-hmm.
You was dancing?
Yes.
And bopping your head?
Yes. Look, my ankles and my knees and my hip hurt, but look, my upper body is good.
Everything else cool. Speaking of birthdays, man, happy birthday to this group right here. Has become my favorite. I can't front. The Migos. I love the Migos, man. I think they hot. I think they on top. I think they're gonna be on top for a minute. These dudes innovative. But happy birthday, Offset, man. I really appreciate this guy right here because he's one of the leads. Of course, they family and it's a group, but this guy right here seems to be one of the trendsetters of the group.
Yeah, he definitely is.
You know, that's Cardi B's fiance. So speaking of Cardi B, she bought him a Wraith for his birthday.
Bought him a what?
A Wraith. Wraith.
What are you saying?
Royce Wraith.
Oh, okay.
W-R-A.
I thought you said rake. I was about to say a rake. What is
She
that?
raking it up. And then she bought him a Wraith. See, so let me tell you about that right there. That's about it's about $480,000, $475,000 vehicle.
Cardi B got
Cardi
that bread
B,
now.
I mean, I really appreciate, and then, you know, you hear haters come on because they showed it on Instagram, and you see the haters come, I can't stand this.
What were the haters saying about her buying him a car?
I'm going to give this hater 1 second to shine, and no names or none, but just the fact that it's hate. Well, you know people be leasing cars for people and blah, blah. And she addressed it, right? I was like, I wouldn't get it. That right there?
Yeah.
Now, why would you have the energy to worry about whether somebody leased a car for somebody or not? If it's a leased Wraith, though, let's just go there. If it's a Wraith and it's leased, I guarantee you ain't got that bag.
Right, exactly.
So, like, even if it was, you know what I'm saying? But why even spend that energy on that? Why not just say happy birthday, G up? And
you
let's
know why?
keep it moving.
Because our people as a whole, we pull each other down. Instead of being happy for her, happy for him, whether the car was leased or not, our people, we automatically just want to pull each other down and fight each other instead of praising each other and uplifting. That's just the world we live in. It's sad.
So Terry,
it's really sad.
If my 50th coming up, if Terry want to buy me a Wraith, I don't give a damn if it's leased. What I don't care if it came from. As long as you don't steal it, Terry, don't steal it.
You're so stupid.
You can't steal it and get. But if you don't steal it and it come up in the parking lot and it's mine.
Yeah, but who cares if it's leased? Why would anybody care? That's the problem with people now. Is too many people minding other people's business. Focus on you and yours. Yeah, focus on you and yours. That's crazy.
We're gonna move on. Happy birthday, Offset. 50 Cent, big move, 8-figure deal. He signed a big deal. He was crying last year to Stars. I remember this. Stars was treating him bad and they was talking crazy and they wasn't handling power right. I say that. They wasn't giving him the props for being a power station over there, like holding down the network with that one show. In my opinion, I don't know nothing else.
Power was the bomb.
Power, shout out to Power, man. That joint tight. So anyway, 50 got an 8-figure deal with them, but he pulled a slick move, and I like this. He got consent from Big Meech, and if you don't know who Big Meech is a little dude, big dude that was the head of BMF, Black Mafia family down in Atlanta, come out of Detroit, this and that and all that. Long story short, he went to them and got an okay to do a film deal on BMF, and they gonna bring that deal over to Stars, which is a major plug, a major move.
It is.
I like that. I like to see that kind of stuff.
50 is a shrewd businessman. I love it.
I like he is though.
You know what? I love anybody that is the underdog, anybody that's from the hood, anybody that came from nothing and took the time to grind their way to the top. I have so much respect for any man or woman like that. So hearing stories like that, I love it.
So that's why we try to spotlight people like that here, because that's important. Like, you have to know that it's not easy to muscle up and last and have longevity in the entertainment business doing anything. So when you have longevity like 50 and a couple other cats out here, Jay-Z, this and that, that's unprecedented. So I like that. So I had to shout him out. So big deal. 8-figure deal. That's a lot. That's multi-millions, just in case you.
It is.
After 7, that's 8, like that. So right on the PBS. This is the crazy thing right here. Because I didn't see this one coming. Tavis Smiley. I didn't see Tavis Smiley. I slept on Tavis. Did you see Tavis? I did. Hey, cuz, I got to get your opinion on this. So, Tavis Smiley adds to the list. I hate it, right? This list. I hate it because I like the information that he delivers, right? So, we need him in media. But Tavis, man, he been allegedly, right? He been allegedly sexually assaulting some people in the past. And so now they have suspended his show from PBS. So, what you say, cuz? You saw that coming? Not Tavis, man.
Look, bad boys ain't got to do it, but we bad off straight women like that anyway. You see what I'm saying?
So rappers ain't gonna get that charge. You ain't heard not one rapper tomorrow. Yeah, he touched me.
Bad boys don't get that charge.
At all.
You really got that demon in you. So the women always like, he's so nice. Like the Bill Cosby. He's so nice. It's so cool.
Exactly.
When that monster come out,
So Tavis
like,
Tavis
no.
was undercover. That's what you trying to tell us. Yeah, get cousin on Mike. Hey, so okay, so Tavis.
I was gonna say you should sit over there.
Yeah, his joint suspended for now. So I don't mean to make a mockery of it because I hate when we lose powerful media. They already took Roland Martin's show off. It's headed off the air, and
But Stan,
I don't like that.
Stan, are you saying you don't like it because he's off of the air, or
I don't like it because he's
No.
off the air. The reason he off the air, he put himself off. If that's allegedly, if that's true, what they're alleging. But what I'm saying is, I like to have powerful voices in the media that could speak truth to power as much as possible. Roland Martin, i.e., one of those people, and so was Tavis Smiley. He was kind of like a little more suckerish with it, but he still.
Well, you know what?
He was a little softer than I wanted to be, but
ju-
he still was informative.
just being real, like, I mean, if you are in the public eye, if you know that people are watching you, you have to control yourself. You
But they
have
bringing
to,
up old allegations. Like a lot of this stuff is old. Like
Well, he still shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
If
Well,
he wouldn't
hey,
have done
I'm not
he
condoning
wouldn't
it.
be
I'm
in
not-
the-
I wasn't there.
If it really happened.
yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, if it really
Right.
happened.
So Tavis said he fighting that. He want his damn show back. He said he not going for it. So good luck to you, Tavis. Hopefully,
Yeah,
everything
I wish
work
the
out. I don't
best
know
for
what
him.
the
I
hell
hope
going
it's
on
not
with
true.
it. So yeah, we'll talk about you next week. See if you get a show. So Nina Simone, I love this lady. Nina Simone, man, do you know who this is?
A singer?
Yes,
What's she
and an
sing?
activist. I wasn't like it wasn't my era, but she had like R&B and she
Nina
had like.
Simone. I heard that name, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head that Nina Simone sings.
Wait a minute,
Is somebody singing her song? What is the song?
Jacob, do that again. That's Nina Simone.
I still don't know what he's
You
singing.
know
over
what?
there.
You see our producer. Did you shout out to Jacob over there with the vocals on the low though. He gonna go play for the Giz. He gonna go and audition for the Giz on the next round. Hey, but Nina Simone was mostly noted in her later years as an activist. Like, and so she was a big time activist with the blah blah with the Bush and then, on the Angela Davis tip like that. So that's why I say she's been inducted into the rock and roll. I'm sorry, not R&B, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Finally, because she was eligible for probably 20 years ago. So, because you have to have 20 years in between the last span of your music. And,
So she
and
was
non-music.
was she mostly known for being an activist or
Yeah,
for a
well,
singer?
that's what I mostly known her
Oh,
for,
okay.
because her music was before my era. Because I'm young, so I wasn't really. She
Boy,
old.
bye.
Like, I wasn't really.
Boy,
all
bye.
that old. I don't do that old stuff like that. So anyway, Nelly's his rape case was dismissed. I saw this coming though. Allegedly, he had raped the young lady, but she's now since refused to testify in the court case. So
I
they
wonder
had
why
to
she
drop it.
refused to testify.
Man, Nelly a G.
If
Hey,
it really happened.
If Nelly a street type of dude, this would smell like a street move. A street move would be like this. Okay, look, babe. Look, I don't even want muddy the water up. We did, and whatever. And instead of getting muddy, let me help you out a little bit, and we're gonna just, chill out with this court case stuff. I don't want to end my career on this, and it ain't worth it. So
Yeah,
here go 100 grand.
She just said
and
she
we
wasn't
gonna-
going
allegedly.
to do it.
Now, see, I'm just saying it's a street move. Cause why muddy the water, and then because a lot of people could have saved themselves like that, but then it would have been too much payoff for people like some of these other cats that just done went crazy.
And
in
then
the
you can have
industry.
somebody set you up, and the whole time they're taping you saying that I'm gonna give you some money. So and then you already found guilty if you caught doing that.
I was speculating on that case anyway though, because the girl didn't seem strong with her case when she first came out. So I was just like, some people do that just to try to do what he's doing now, get ahead of the case and just
That's true.
whatever. So I'm glad it's dropped. So I had to bring it up because it's been lingering for a minute. On to Walt Disney. This is a power move. This is one of the biggest moves of the year.
Yes, it
Have you heard
is.
about this?
Yes, I did.
I didn't. Now I don't know. Y'all tell
Fox,
me y'all saw this one coming, man. Walt Disney buys Century Fox, right? 20th Century Fox, which is just Fox, basically the whole affiliation. $52.4 billion. That's a bad.
I saw that on the news this morning.
Bob Iger made he's of Disney. He made a great statement. He said that basically they took over the move because they're trying to bring more diversity to the network.
So what kind of diversity? What are they saying they're missing? What do they think is too much of for them to say
Because
diversity?
there's a bunch of rednecks be over there at Fox a lot of times. It'd be a bunch of it's lightened up now. Like DC, we got a little different feel on our Fox, but for the
Fox
most part,
is kind of cool.
it's a cooler feel for our city. Shout out to Allison Seymour. Shout out to that whole Fox movement. I watch them, but they have had a lot of negative content on there when it's politically driven in the past. So hopefully they'll clean that up over there. It'd be the truth, a lot of it though. It'd be a bunch of buffoonery. So anyway, Walt Disney did a power move, and that was a real power move because $52 billion is a lot of money to put on anything. And so yeah, they muscled up. Bye, Fox. Got a new Fox. Okay, Russell Simmons. Man, I hate to hear this too.
What?
Russell, you keep on disappointing me every week. Every week I have to do this, Russell, and I'm the media, so I'm just doing my job, man. But Russ, like, you built the foundation of Def Jam, and I was just like saluting you because you took 5,000 and you built it up and all that, and I'm hurt though by this news.
What did Russell do?
Damn it,
Please
man.
tell me.
Russell
ain't got no hair on his face, man. Look at that, man.
Russell,
You know what's going on.
You see, I picked the innocent pictures. I try to get the innocent looking pictures of Russell. Okay, so Russell then messed around and got 3 alleged added rape cases to his situation.
Rape.
Yeah, they crying rape on this one. Sexually assaulted Lena Horne's granddaughter. Actually, they was shout out to the last show. What is Thursday Night Tea? They was talking about Lena Horne on there. They had one of the answers as her, and so her granddaughter was allegedly facing him on a rape charge, and now 3 other people have come forward. So he's saying, damn it, I'm fighting. That's what Russell said. I'm gonna fight this, and I'm not gonna just go down and let them muddy up my name. That's what he said. What you think?
I'm just stuck. I'm just so. It's just crazy. Every time you turn around, somebody's getting a finger pointed at them for rape or assault. It's crazy. It's like the norm now.
Wild.
Every other day is somebody new.
So y'all do see though, ain't no rappers getting involved with that, and I know rappers been touching a bunch of females up for a long time on the road.
Guess what? You know what it is?
This and that, but they ain't saying nothing about no rappers. I ain't heard nothing about French Montana. I ain't heard nothing about Diddy. Well, I did heard Diddy was. Yeah, I heard something about Diddy.
The girls are giving it to the rappers. So I mean, the girls are giving it to them.
they volunteering it.
The ballers, they just getting it.
Yeah, you might be right about that, but I haven't heard not one allegation. So I guess that's a different segment of females. That's a different type of female.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, those type of females, they don't kiss and tell. They just kind of grab the bag and go and don't say nothing.
Exactly. They there for a reason.
They're
there for a reason. So they good with the touching and the feeling and the fondling.
They cool on it, right? All right, so moving on, man. Time for Black Facts right before we get to our guests, and we're going to bring our guests up because we got a topic today, so we're going to let her be a part of it since she's younger. So we brought up something about the youth because we got to talk about them. We got to get these youth something going on, something in the water. What you think it is?
I don't know.
Well, I'm blaming the parents today because I'm saying the parents are becoming too much of their children's friend, in my opinion.
Amen to that. I have to say amen to that.
The topic of the day is friend or
yes.
parent. Friend or parent, which one are we choosing?
That's a major problem.
And the reason I'm asking the question is because it's not one family or 2 families. It's hundreds and millions of different families are choosing to allow the children to have this aggressive behavior towards them and have this certain speech towards them. Run the show and tell them what they not going to do and get mad when dinner ain't what they think it's supposed to be. Because when we was young, y'all tell me about a plug. When we was young, right, and they said something about dinner, mom said dinner's at such and such a time. You didn't have the luxury to say, well, I need this, or I want that.
I want something else,
whatever the hell mom was cooking,
exactly.
Or your ass hungry. Like, it ain't no selection was involved in, well, I'm going to go to Ruby Tuesdays and bring you something back since you don't want Nah.
Oh,
that's dead in the water.
Yeah.
So anyway, Black Facts. This is a black inventor. How many of you knew that a black man invented the potato chip?
A black man invented the potato chip?
Yes, his name is George Crumb, right? And it was 1853. He was actually a chef in New York City working in a restaurant. And French fries had become extremely popular during that time. That's like the era where it ushered in and everybody was going crazy. But a lot of people didn't like the thick texture of a French fry. So he sliced the potato and made it thin for a particular customer that actually had a big enough bag to say, this is what I need you to do. And long story short, here come the potato chip.
Wow, I never knew
And so
that.
his name was George Crumb. I guess it still is George Crumb. And he invented the potato chip in 1853. So shout out to George Crumb for that powerful fact.
I love your black facts because I swear every time you come in here with a black fact, it's something that I never knew.
Well, you know why I do it? Because a lot of times we don't have ourselves puffed up enough because we don't know the power of what we can do. And so a lot of times we witness things all day, every day, and don't know we even put it here.
Don't even know where it came from.
We stop at a traffic light and
right.
don't know a black man put that traffic light there. We put something in the mailbox and don't know that a black man put that mailbox there. So it's a lot of things that go on in our history today that without black history, you have no history. I say without black history, you have no history. So I tell the history. You did?
I like it.
So now we got our guest. I got to give her some time because she's pretty amazing. So we got a lot of things we got to run past her. This young lady's 24? I can't tell her age because
I'll be 23 Sunday.
Are you
She's
serious right now? She's
22,
still a baby.
right.
22
Making
years
boss
old, making
moves.
films,
I
and
love it.
has her own foundation. This foundation reminds of somebody we know. Who's this? Laces to Bows. And Laces to Bows is basically young women. They're helping a lot of young women transition and whatnot. So we're going to get into that. But shout out to BJ Page. Y'all go vote for Mr. BJ Page,
Boys
too.
to
Make sure
Bow
y'all.
Ties.
Boys the Bow Ties. That's the homie. Make sure y'all get him off, too, because he's a major player out here.
District 7, PG
District
County.
7, PG County. BJ Page, shout out to you, Holmes. We're going to get that other show edited, too, so we can get it back. So, Miss Justyn Iman.
Iman.
You introduce her. I'm going to sit over here. I ain't going to screw
Are
it up
we
no
going to
more.
take a break and have
Yeah,
her
we'll be
come
right back. We got her. Hey, Jacob, you got her video? Okay, we'll show her video, and then we'll be right. We'll have her on stage right back. Spotlight.
22 years old.
When broken women have children and love, they forget how broken they once were. Forget all the mistakes their parents made to break them into being strong.
Who's in the shadow?
Mothers and fathers find strength in knowing that sacrifice and compromise build strong children.
Or are we the prey? There's no surrender, and there's no escape. Are we the hunters, or are we the prey?
But strong babies don't find strength until they recognize that they are broken.
This is a wild game of survival.
This is our rebirth from denial. We just ain't slaves to you motherfuckers no more.
Welcome back. We are back. We're back at Spotlight Over the City, and we have our first guest for the evening. We have the phenomenal, the one and only. There's so many things I can say about her just from doing my research and hearing all the stuff. But she's blushing.
Yeah, we're
That's
going to
so
put her on the
cute.
spot.
Couldn't
We're going to put her on the
stand.
spot today.
Justyn Iman, welcome. We are so happy to have you.
I'm so happy right now, y'all.
Are
Yes,
you?
good
We
to
are
have
so
you in the
proud of
building
you.
on Spotlight.
Yes,
Good to have
definitely.
you. Good to have you. Young
Yes. Oh my
I know.
goodness.
and doing it.
But I feel so old. Like I'm
Yeah.
really like 50 on the inside. Really,
Really?
Well,
really.
we're going to
Like,
get to that. We got to
my
find out.
friend, she wanted me to go to a concert with her. It was a Migos concert, and I mean it's cool, but I'd rather go see like Jill Scott, Lettucey, Layla Hathaway. I'm really old on the inside.
You over here with this old lady club over
Yeah, we
here.
gotta go. We gotta
Yeah,
go
you
to
can
a
go
show
with wife,
together.
yeah.
We gotta go to a show.
Because, yeah, I'm thinking Migos, you'll be like, yes, let's
Yeah, I'm
do it.
like,
Let's
okay.
get lit.
All right, let's go.
Because her daughter's going to be like Migos all day. Migos.
You lit.
I already know that. So definitely, it's a pleasure having you on board. Now, first of all, before we get into the film side of it,
Put it back on here so I can make
we
it
want you
work.
to just tell us one thing. Who is this Justyn Iman?
So Justyn Iman is an introvert. But really she is just a young lady from Washington, D.C., really trying to make a change, not just by what I say, but by every action. Everything that I do, I'm always trying to make sure that it's for the embetterment of somebody else.
Right.
And that's me. That's my goal.
So that kind of comes out because of this foundation that we're going to talk about in a little bit. But you actually have started your own foundation,
Yes.
Laces to Bows.
Yes.
Wow.
And it embodies
My
some of
baby.
what you just said about
Yes.
embracing the community and this and that. So you want to tell us a little bit about how this even came about? Like, what made you want to start a foundation as young as you are?
Well, that's what the film is really going to tell you. But just a quick summary of it all, just experience, just everything that I went through. I use that as my inspiration for my business. I wanted to start my business at 16, and it was during just a time of depression. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know what I was gonna call it, but I knew I wanted to do that.
Yeah, help young women.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So as time went on, I was about 18, and I said, okay, I gotta figure out a creative way to explain my life. So you know how they say, you gotta change a boy into a man, you know, a girl gotta transform into a woman. But honestly, if you was to take your shoelace off right now and try to turn it into a bow, how hard would that be?
Yeah, you're right.
There it is, laces
I
to
like how you
bows.
said that.
Nobody want the lace, but everybody want the bow. But that transition that we take as young women, just everything that we go through and everything that's up against us, laces to bows, teaching young girls the proper way to lace and tie the bows of their lives together.
I freaking love it.
That's pretty hot.
You
Let's
came
clap
up
it up
with
one.
that
Let's clap it up
right.
one
That's
time for this young
amazing.
lady
I
right
love
here.
that.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
so that's what I mean. You ahead of your time. You know what I mean? So when I say
Definitely.
young,
It's
it's
a
a
gift and
That
compliment.
analogy is the bomb.
Yeah, I liked how you
Thank
put that
you.
spin on it, and I like your whole perspective on
Thank
it.
you.
So you wanna run this
Yeah,
next
I
number?
just had a quick question.
Yes.
So you came up with the name of it
Yes.
and the idea at the age of 16 or 18?
When I was 18. So when
Okay.
I was 16, I knew it's what I wanted to do because of just everything that I was going through. And then I had friends kind of going through the same thing. And honestly, when I bought my first car when I graduated out of high school, and my first car I ended up living out of my first car. But I reached out to my old teacher, and I told her what I was going through. And I didn't call her asking her to help me find me somewhere to stay. I said, can I please get a group of 20 girls, and I just want to express myself. And from there on, I never stopped. I just kept going.
God. Look
Yeah,
at
I like
God.
that story.
Did you have
Thank you.
someone as a child that was your motivation or your inspiration, or all of this just came from solely your inner feelings about your life and what was happening for you in your world?
I don't know. Like, so I've always had people around me that inspired me when it came to being independent and when it came to being a hustler and making your money, and if it's something you want to do, achieve it. I've always had those type of people around me because my mother is one of those people. But I've never had somebody just give me a hug. I never had somebody ask me, what are you feeling? How was school? What's your teacher name? Do you know your teacher? How old are you? Like, I never had nobody take care of the personal. So that was just my inspiration.
I feel you 100%. You know why? Because everybody around you always looked at you like you were the strong one. So when you are looked at like you are the strong one, no one offers you help. No one offers you assistance, because the strong one is the one that's always doing for everybody. So I definitely get it.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I'm so like closed in. Like, I'm not really the person that's just going to be like, oh girl, come on, let's go have a drink. I got a lot to talk about. Like, I don't know. I'm just
You hold it in.
I hold everything in. And I don't know if it's because I really struggle with opening up. I don't know if it's because I really struggle with being an introvert. Like, I don't know how to just, it's okay to go and talk to people. It's okay.
Right.
So I'm still trying to figure out where is it coming from.
But you know what? This is what I think. I analyze a lot of things. I think it was God's plan. Like, you being an introvert, that's God's plan for you. But guess what? You are making this movie, so you're telling your story. So it was meant, all this time, it was meant for you to hold back. So now you get ready to tell your story on a larger-than-life scale. You probably never really thought about that, but look where God has placed you. Because of you holding it in, now you have a platform to let it out. Now everybody's going to hear your story. That's awesome.
You know, we here.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I like it a lot,
get
though. When I read the bio, I was impressed, like, with the foundation. Like, I love the fact that she's creative enough to put, it's a documentary or a film? It looks like a documentary.
That's what I was over here talking to my friend, right? And I said, okay, so do you think I should say it's a documentary, or should I say it's an unconventional documentary? So she like, Well, I mean, a documentary is a film. Just say it's a documentary.
Okay.
But it's really not your average documentary. You know, it's not a lot of interviews. It's not like a bunch of boring talking and oh yeah, and this what happened. It's really real. It's really raw. It's real movie scenes with things that happen. You know, it's acted out, and I incorporated the girls that I mentor. So the 7-year-old that you see, I mentor her. Mm-hmm. The other young lady that you see, that's my younger sister. So I wanted to, you know, put them, you know, in position too to be a part of something that's going to be really big, and that's going to be able to not only help them but help me and hopefully help everybody else that sees it. So
I'm sitting here smiling. You see me just looking at you smiling.
I know,
right?
y'all got me nervous.
I'm sitting at you,
this spotlight. So
smiling because unconventional is going to take you far. That word, it's just little things that I look at because that's going to make you stand out. Because in the conventional world, being unconventional is going to make you stand out from the rest. So that's great.
Definitely.
Yeah, and that's actually what's happening in the industry right now. Unconventional is actually what they have their eyes on because they see conventional all the time. It's just it's a saturated industry. So they're gonna welcome your film. Like I saw it, and it was like you could tell that it had. That's why I didn't know if it was a film or a documentary because when I saw the doll baby roll under the thing, and the score was good. Like that's the music, y'all. The score, like the way it was put together, it was coordinated. You could feel it. Exactly. So I was like, Sunday. So make sure
I'm gonna have a copy for you, okay?
Please,
I'm gonna
have
have to get a special copy made for you.
Please make a copy for me.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
Really want to see it. I'm so excited and happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I am. That's why
when
we spoke, it was a pleasure to have you come on Spotlight because this is actually what we do. It's not just about people who's already over the top and this and that. Sometimes it's about the little guy and little girls who's coming up, well, not girls, so to speak, women in general, who's just coming up in the trenches doing big things.
Right.
See, because a lot of people just don't know about your project yet, but that's why we're here. Put the spotlight on that thing. So Sunday, what time Sunday?
So
make sure you guys come
Sunday, doors open at 7 p.m. The event is not over until 10 p.m. It's 2437 15th Street. Empower, Inspire, Evolve film release. It's going to be a lot of people there. We got BET, Black Enterprise Magazine, Shoe City, Cavassier, F and Vodka, TV1, a lot of PR to the celebrities, Washington Post, the Washington Informant. It's so many people in there. And the thing is, I didn't promote that Sunday is my birthday. And let me tell y'all, I'm a very selfless person. But when my birthday comes,
it's all about you.
I'm a brat. But I wanted to do something. I wanted to create an experience for everybody else. Because it's too many of us for us not to be talking and networking. Amen. It's too many of us that's doing great things, and why are we not working together? So I said, okay, if I can get everybody in one room where I can give out some free drinks, I can give out some good food, show you a good film, but make sure, get on the mic and say, look, I need everybody to walk around. You need to leave with at least 5 cards.
Yeah, me.
You know, so that's really all I want to do, just for people to come out and network for
you,
yourself.
You are not 22.
Really,
you are not freaking 22 years old.
It's people like, we network all the time. It's people that we network, and I can say we because I know it's just not me, that don't have the mindset that you have at
22 years old. She's amazing.
But
like the camaraderie, the coming together, the networking. You are necessary for your age. Like your age
and
group.
inspiration for younger girls.
Yes, it's for young men as well. Like young men have to start empowering each other and coming together and doing the same thing that you're doing on your level at your age. So yeah, you good for Spotlight. This is necessary. Make sure you guys come out Sunday and support this young lady's endeavors. And make sure you go to her website. We're going to make sure you get all your information. Now, what's your website? All your IGs, your everything. Make sure these people get it.
So my website, www.lacestobos.com. That's LACES2TO Bows BOWS.com. My Instagram is Justyn Iman. That's JUSTYNIMAN, and the same thing on Facebook as well. So Justyn Iman, Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, so before we go, we'll make sure you get it out again. So now we're gonna pull you into the segment a little bit.
Okay.
We want to get into the topic because it's gonna probably take a little bit of the time up. But did you have any more questions that you want to run? Any questions for Justyn? I know you guys hear this testimony. You have any questions for her before we get into our segment?
Ask questions.
Let me know.
Yeah, she's like, ask questions. Anybody have any questions for her?
Okay,
She's
I'll tell you what we'll
amazing.
do. You guys go to www.spotlightoverthecitylive.com because I'm going to shut off the Facebook feed and I'm going to let the call-in number come in now. So we're going to start taking calls as we go on during the show. So you can ask this young lady questions and also get involved with the platform. So the call-in number will be 240-621-0077. That's 240-621-0077. Make sure you guys
Can you say it one
call
more
in.
time for me, facing this way, so my
Yes,
people can
that's
hear you?
240-621-0077.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys call in. I'm getting ready to plug it in now. Sorry, I gotta leave you guys, but we have
And
to.
if you
go.
all want to watch live, you can, watch us on the station.
So
You can
now,
go to Spotlight Over the City Live.
We're gonna get into another segment of the show, and this is where we discuss the topic, and we usually give the guests a chance to come in on the topic since they're here if they don't have to leave. So I'm happy that you're the younger audience representative because we're gonna be talking about your age group today.
Okay.
Not in a bad way, just in the trying to get some clarity. So hopefully you can answer some of these questions. One of the things that plague us. Okay, the topic is friend or parent. Which one are we choosing? And when I say we, I mean as adults. Are we allowing the children to be big sister, big brother to the parents, or are we actually still disciplining and parenting the children like in my era? In my era, it was a little different.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, Dana? And then I want you guys to grab some mics because we're gonna let everybody panel in.
I think, on a whole, there are a lot of parents that are being friends more than they're being parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I just look at how I was raised, and I look at the kids now. I see parents explaining to kids. I see parents. I really see parents
Yes.
explaining to kids.
Yes.
If my dad or
This
mom,
gonna go bad, ain't it?
if my
Yes.
dad or mom told me no, and I asked why, like why not? No,
See,
you don't ask your parents
okay,
why
hold
not.
on, ho.
Okay,
ho.
now let's
ho.
get let's give you a
we
chance to
go. Okay.
answer
I'm
this.
22.
Now
Get
you the
that-
22. How do you feel about what she just said?
Okay.
I'm gonna plug this up.
So, because I'm going to take up for y'all. Okay, I got y'all. Now, I do believe in a parent being a parent.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, yes, a lot of parents are being friends, but this what y'all got to stop doing. Y'all got to stop talking about when your mother, like, when my mother, when I was coming up, that was like
Y'all need to hear
40
that.
years ago.
But y'all need to
Like,
hear that.
Nobody, it's a whole new, no. I think there is nothing wrong with your child expressing themselves. Like, my mother always said, when I was coming up, my mother would have slapped me for that. Well, maybe that's what's wrong, because why is she slapping you for expressing yourself? I feel like you got to let
that's the
your
problem right
kid,
there.
no.
Okay,
That's the
no,
problem
no,
right
wait,
there.
come on back.
Well, she about to
Come
make
back,
me
Justin.
jump in, man.
Come back, Justin. Wait.
You
Justin.
dead wrong.
Justin and went crazy. Look, wait.
You have
Come
to,
back,
because
Justin. Okay,
let me
wait.
tell you what my mother used to do. Like, this just make me so mad.
Come
y'all.
on, tell us.
240-621-0077. Please call in. Go
I'm
ahead,
on your
Justin. I gotta
side,
hear
She used
this.
to be like, what you gotta say, it don't matter. Shut up. No, I'm the mother. Like,
And
what
mom's
you-
right.
No, what I gotta say do matter, because I'm human.
Now wait, Justin. Now let us address you real quick. Yes, I told my son, ever since my son was 3, I would allow him to express himself. I want him to be able to get it out. But it's a way to get it out. And it's a timing. It's about timing. So when parents are parenting, they don't want your opinion at that time, right? What's happening is I'm expressing myself. I'm telling you what need to be happening because
Right.
I'm already been your age.
Yeah.
Little do you know we was 19, 22, we did that, right? And I know y'all think we old and we don't be knowing what's going on. But when we
Okay.
telling y'all. So when we telling y'all and then you trying to tell us at the same time, that's not going to work out too good.
See,
that's
but
the
then-
thing. See?
Your child is
Go ahead,
You
go
gotta
ahead.
have a conversation.
The child
That's
has
what
the
a
right-
conversation
Let's
I think
hear-
it's
let's
a
hear-
bigger
let's hear
issue,
from- let's
though.
hear-
I think
hold
the
on.
bigger issue is that it is a different timing, but it's also a different generation, meaning the 18, the 15, the 14-year-olds or the 16-year-olds that's having kids, they are still kids themselves. So how can you really tell them how to be a parent or how to be an adult when they haven't fully grown themselves?
Great
so
point.
I think that's really the issue today.
Yeah,
is
why?
because it's
Great
a different
point.
generation. It is a
Friends.
different time.
Great point.
That's
Great
why
point.
it's more of
Great point
just
because
feel like
now
it's
their
all
grandparents.
Hold on. Let me break
now
that
their
down.
grandparents are 36.
I'm listening,
38.
y'all.
Right.
For one thing, it ain't no different generation because y'all copying everything that we done. Y'all,
But we
y'all
doing it
see
better.
how-
We doing it better.
Hey, that's
We
true,
doing
Lavelle.
it better.
Lavelle, that's true, Lavelle. That's true, Lavelle.
Them joints you got.
But we do it better though.
Right. That's right.
Only thing.
work for the government, to get good jobs, to do things like that, to go to college. This time and day and age, entrepreneurship is a big thing.
Nah, you had great parents.
Facts. Those are facts. Those are facts.
No,
we just more creative.
I'm on the slam.
Okay, you got it. Let's go. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna say again, she had great parents because we wasn't taught to go to college. So at the end, at the end of the day, what y'all missing? We used to have our school when I was coming up. Everybody in the neighborhood could beat you. It wasn't just one.
Facts.
If your mother wasn't strong enough,
well, you didn't get beatings in your own
home. Those are not facts, and I'm gonna speak after Lavelle.
I ain't get beat. I got beat one time.
You must grew up in Clinton.
Yeah, what you see in Kent Lane? Sit down in Kent Lane. Sit down there in Kent Lane.
Come have your back over there.
What happened in Kent Lane, wife?
I grew up in Kent Lane during the crack era, so I ain't grow up in the
So
suburbs.
the teacher didn't whoop y'all?
Okay, so what happened in your house?
My father would have blown the school up if anybody put their hands on me. My parents just were different than.
Oh, well, you had both parents.
Used to. I had both parents.
Oh,
and my father did not play that. Put your hands on my kids. So it wasn't going to school. They called my parents, and then my daddy might take care of it. But Stan is right. My sister and I didn't get our asses whooped and stuff like that. They were really just like cool. I didn't get disciplined like Stan. Like the stories that he tells me about getting.
Yeah, I got my
ass.
Yeah, that's how.
See the difference is
I never got beat for real either. I got beat.
Hold up again. She still came up. My wife said, "Wait, you still see? You're a different breed because that's a different breed because you had both of your parents. But where I come from, right? That's the number one thing. It don't matter where you live at. If you got both of your parents, you good.
No, that's not true. Because I know people that had both of their parents. That is not true.
I had both of my parents, but
y'all whining.
My dad was my father was strict. Like
exactly.
I had both of my parents all my life. My father was strict. It was my father. If my father told me something, he wasn't going to explain to me why he said no. If my father and mother said it was time to eat, I wasn't going to tell him I'd be down in an hour. If my mother cooked something for dinner and I didn't want to eat it, I would go to bed hungry.
No, How old are your parents? Right. How old are your parents?
In their 60s.
So exactly. So they was out with like what Martin Luther King. Now, like that's.
Now let's listen to y'all generation. Okay, Justyn, let's listen to your generation. Now this is what we saying. This is the topic. Let's pull it back. The topic is basically saying friend or parent. Which one do you think your parents were to you? Like growing up. Were your parents the type to allow you to have this big voice and do pretty much what you want and have this little entitlement with you? And we're going to get to you in a minute, wife. Or did your parents put it on you and put that wood on you and straighten that ass out? Which one did you have?
So, first of all, I wish that my parents were parents. I do. Because my mother, she was very wrapped up into her career, and my dad was always like my friend. Like now, like my dad is that's my homie, like that's my man. So I wish that my parents were parents because now these are the pros and cons of it. So when your parents aren't your parents growing up, you're gonna have a hard time learning life. Because authority is always somewhere. Even when you the big man, it's a big man over, True. So when you don't have nobody that's a parent telling you what to do, it's like, okay, ain't nobody tell you what to do. Yeah. Like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? So
but then everything's irritating.
Yep.
Very. Yes. Irritating.
Entitlement.
Yes.
So it gives you entitlement, basically. So it's hard to face the no's and it's hard to face the trials that you go
But then
through.
the good thing about it is, because like my dad has always been my friend. I ain't gonna talk about like talking back and stuff because it's gonna be a debate. Because sometimes I don't think I talk back, but I express myself. So I say no, I don't like that, or what I do like, but I'm comfortable. So I'm comfortable enough to be real with him and say what's going on. Nothing is hidden between us.
Right.
But me and my mother, it's really like. Hopefully a relationship can form. I'll say that. So
now, do you think you play a part in that though? Like honestly, because you've been really honest.
I mean,
do you think that you play a part in that? Because women and women have a different than men and women. Like daddy's little girl is gonna treat you.
See, but this the thing. My story is not daddy's little girl. I feel like for a long time I was chasing my dad to love me.
Yeah.
So I think that it just got to a point where he was just at a low. And I was like really getting myself together. I think that I really saved him. And me saving him kind of like really saved us.
Yeah,
because we like won.
Yeah.
But for a long time, I used to when I was in school, I used to lie about stories because my friends would like tell stories about their dad and stuff. I used to make stuff up. Just so I could have something to talk about with them. But it was never like, oh, girl, yeah, because my dad, he took me to get my nails done. Or, oh, my father told me I was pretty. It was never like that. I always felt like I was chasing him for him to see me. Right. And then I think it was just when my grandmother passed away, I think that just changed. Like, I don't know. I got stronger. I got louder. I started speaking up more. And I think he started seeing me more and hearing me more. I don't know. Things just changed.
So
but
it probably solving him something too, though, so he could have an ear for you.
But nowadays, I think that people are friends. They're not parents.
Not to cut you off, but I don't want to run out of time. I got to hear Wifey's opinion on this because I don't agree with a lot of the things that she does for her daughters, our daughters at this point. And I think that they are spoiled, and I don't believe that that's a good tactic for growing up. So what do you say? We grew up differently.
They are.
I think it creates entitlement.
Spoiled. Stan and I grew up different. My children do have entitlement issues, so I'm not backing down from that. I'm not saying that it's a great thing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it is the truth. You know what you know. You do what you know. That's how I was raised. My mom and dad spoiled my sister and I. There's nothing that I ever wanted that I couldn't get in that time. I mean, I didn't know anything about Louis Vuitton, so of course I didn't have that. But whatever I had, Sergio Valente, whatever I wanted, I got. Right. And I didn't have to work for it. I didn't have to do chores for it. I had Fila Sneak. I didn't have to do anything except go to school, get decent grades, and be respectful kids. That's all we had to do. My mom still folded up my underwear until I moved out the house. My mom did everything for us. Spoiled us to death. So that's what I knew. That's what I've done for my children. Now Stan comes in the house and he's like, "What the hell is that?"
See, but that's lit. But then it's but then what do you do when that's lit? But what do you do when it's time for them to be independent? Because I got friends that got lives like that and they irritate me because like, why you not cleaning your room? Why you don't wash your own clothes? Why you so lazy?
They do it.
So to the point, do you think it's? I'm gonna ask Lavelle. Do you think that will create a good or bad situation?
Man, I'm gonna tell you facts. I just didn't. I didn't have that type of living, so I had to get my own. I'm gonna tell you facts. I didn't just spoil my kids. I spoiled my homeboys, my girlfriends, my brothers, my sister. I'm talking about real brother and sister. When you do something like that, you handicap them. That's facts.
Yeah. They become dependent.
Like
right?
what's gonna happen? What happened when mommy leave? They're gonna be handicapped.
Yep.
So I'm telling you facts. At the end of the day, I got to a point where I saw my brother and my family, my mother, everybody, depending on me. It handicaps the situation. I just didn't spoil my kids. I spoiled brother, mama, everybody.
And then ultimately, it creates an ill situation too.
What happened to you?
Because it creates resentment when you can't or won't do it any longer.
And then there's ways to spoil your kids. So like now, when I want something,
hey, Lavelle, let her hold the mic real quick. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna just say, I am that spoiled child.
Okay,
like,
I want to hear the younger voice.
Yeah, I'm 20. I just turned 26, and it's like I'm learning time. Like what you was talking about early timing. Like I was spoiled. I'm talking about grandparents. My dad was like not really there, but he was alive.
Right.
But my mother was like my mother, father, grandma, and pretty much y'all know the story. Spoiled. Any and everything. I got everything I wanted up until 25. So being 26. Got to get out on my own. Got to make.
Right?
It's just like I got the hustling mentality because my mom's an entrepreneur. However, to bring it out of me and to actually go full force, I what is it? Battle with pretty much being lazy.
Yeah.
Expecting a lot from people.
Being
not really knowing how to be independent. Like I know it. Because I see it, but I don't really like know how to act on it.
Yeah,
you know?
apply
it. You didn't have to deal with that.
Because you didn't have to apply
That's
it.
why I feel like, so it is a hindering, but at the same time,
was talking about.
It's a great thing.
I definitely agree
the
with that.
feeling now see it feels good to be spoiled and it feels good to have those things come on you.
That's
but it's repercussions.
Yeah. But let me tell you something. I hear a lot of y'all saying, I was spoiled. I had my mom and dad. Let me tell you, I was spoiled, but I guess I was blessed because my parents spoiled me to death. But My parents taught me you better work. My parents taught me we're not going to always be here. My parents taught me you better treat people the way you want to be treated. My father taught me not to feel entitled. The world don't owe you shit. Like, my parents spoiled me, but they also taught me about the real world.
You got to set things and that's what you have to do, because the thing is,
when your parents aren't here, what you
but no, but the thing is,
it didn't work. It didn't create balance.
I feel like it's ways to spoil your kid, because at the end of the day, you gonna always have to work for something.
Right.
And nowadays, I feel like you should raise your black woman to want to work for something, because then she gonna always be ambitious. It's a lot of stuff that I want. Chanel bags, Gucci shoes, all that. And I tell my mother, I be like, Mom, I want that, and she'll get it, but let's just go half. Let me work for it, because I'm gonna feel better wearing that bag, because I'm 23, and guess what? I did something for it.
Right?
Ain't nobody buy it for me. I got it for myself. How you get yours? You know what I'm saying? Even down to the little stuff. But when I mentor my girls, some of them spoil you to the point where it irritates me.
I gotta get you guys back. I got to get you guys back on the panel, because we're going to run out of time. But I need to hear the younger voice. I need to get, it needs to be balanced. It doesn't need to be the older crowd just woofing at y'all, telling y'all what. We need to get
just
opinions
be a
from
parent,
you guys.
but stop talking about what your parents did, because that is
another
over.
Thing is, we can't. I give y'all facts
That's your
too.
take. Okay.
Y'all got a lot.
That's your take. Just said she's sick of that, man. Okay.
I agree with you. Have a lot easier than we did, because y'all do have social media. If I would have had social media in 1989, I'd have been a billionaire by now.
Right. Y'all do have it, like, but they're not using it. But they're not using it for the right reason.
No, because you could be a young entrepreneur, and it's hard to get people to support you, because they think because you're young, what do you know? Or like, no, it ain't. Y'all had it easier, because y'all friends, everybody lived in one little neighborhood. Y'all used to, everybody support everybody.
So I'm gonna let you end it, but I want to hear from you, wifey, before I let her end it, because this is her segment. She's the guest. But I want to hear from you, because of course I've been riding you about how the daughters are. I love my girls. They the bomb. Now they college educated. One graduates next Thursday. Shout out to Tierra. She's doing big things. Tyler's right behind her. She graduates the next year from Towson State. So they doing things. They work as well.
They
so
work.
It's not like
they go to college. They have an apartment that they keep clean. They spoiled as hell. Yes, they are. But so they handling their grown woman business though. Just like my sister and I, we were spoiled as hell. But guess what? My parents taught us, hey, you need to go to work. You need to do these things. I mean, and we did that. And my sister is a doctor. I'm relatively successful as well, and so it didn't ruin us. They instilled the things in us that they value.
No, wifey, you're not relatively. You're successful.
Oh, thank
my wife
you.
is a director.
Thank you for the
one
black
of the largest
love.
law firms in the country.
I mean, I was just trying
black love.
I was just trying to be a little humble, but yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right. Though I
black
am the
love.
boss. I mean, he's right. But what I'm just trying to say is, I don't feel that I did it the wrong way. I feel that, I
did it the long way.
I did the best way I knew. I did it the way my parents taught me. And my daughters are spoiled and entitled and all of that. But they are working hard now. They go to school. And, they want to still live on their own. They're like, I don't want to come back home, and I'm going to work. Because
they say mommy annoying. Mommy, you annoying them. So shout out to the girls. And we're going to get them on here. We got to get the younger panel so we can go back and forth. And we're going to air it out. So the next show, we'll let you guys, not the very next show, but we'll bring another show. Definitely. Got to have you back. Look, I'm going to have to email your parents and get their opinion on what's really going on behind it.
They're going to try to shade me. They're going to try to shade me.
We some cool old heads, right?
So thank you guys for tuning in to us. Give us a minute. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys tuning in every week and viewing us. If you like us, make sure you go to our Spotlight page on Facebook and like the page. If you have any questions, if you would like to be a part of the show, you like to come on, sing, dance, act, do something on here, give us a shout. Circle_7ENT at Yahoo or spotlightoverthecity.com.
Yeah.
.com. And give us or inbox me. Or if you want to sponsor your business, definitely give us a call. We would love to have your sponsorship. We are an amazing show, as you can see. Thank you guys for making it such.
Our guests are amazing.
Thanks to our amazing guest once again. As you can see, she's amazing. Nothing short of that.
Thank
Sunday,
you.
make sure you get out.
Yes,
Sunday. Give it to the plug. We're gonna take it home.
Please
What's the
come.
plug?
Sunday, 2437 15th Street. Empower, Inspire, Evolve film release. You can also look it up on Eventbrite. But my Instagram at Justyn Iman, JustynIman. The information is right in my bio. Come out, network, have a good time. It's cheaper than the club. Come on out, and it's safe too.
And it's safe, and you might learn something. And this young lady is doing something. She's
phenomenal. You're gonna meet somebody.
22 years old. Birthday Sunday. Yep. Come out, bring some balloons, yes. Something. Say happy birthday to this young lady. Shout out to the whole panel. Shout out to that Giz crew. Right. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Lavelle Long. Shout out to them and the whole Long team. My whole Long team in the building. Wifey in the building. Shout out to her. Love you, wifey.
What's her name?
Yoshi,
and next up,
my photographer and my best good girlfriend. Okay. Yes.
And shout out to her.
Yoshi Events.
Yoshi. Shout out to Yoshi Events. Okay, so we got to get out of here. We got to wrap it up. Sorry for the overlap, but next show's coming up is Sonny's World. Shout out to Sonny's World coming up next. And another amazing show. They get it popping over there. Spotlight over the city. Once again, love hard, live good, God first. Spotlight.
I put the spotlight on